Okay. That's what I've got so far. Heal, heal our land. Dun, 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 dun. Help us when we take our stand. I might not keep it that way, but that's part of the song. Might go this way. Heal, heal our land. Da, 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 da. And then the other part I've got, see the pain, some see the pain, some hear the cry, some hear the cry, some see the pain, some hear the cry. I hope I don't have a bad chord. I have it in my head. Maybe I should do this on the piano. Some see the pain, some hear the cries. Some see the pain, some hear the cry, cries. I should do this on the piano. Da 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 da. No, that's not. Da 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 da. Some see the pain, some hear the cry. There we go. Some hear the pain, some hear the cries. Open their ears, open their eyes. Help us be brave and strong and wise. Yeah. Heal our land. Or could go that way. Heal our land. Heal our land. Help us when we take our stand. Help us love. Keep our thoughts on those things above. And heal our land. Help us heal our land. I like that. Heal our land. Help us when we take our stand. So that was heal our land. Heal our land. Help us when we take our stand. Help us love. Help us love. Keep our thoughts on things above. And heal our land. Heal our land. And then, but the other part was, some see the pain, some see the pain, some hear the cry. Okay, I need to write this down. That was, so much of this is getting in the right key where I can play the chords. Heal Take our stand. Heal our land. Okay. G and C. G, heal our land. And I know nothing about writing songs. I don't even know how many verses to do or anything. I'll just do it till it sounds good to me. Heal our land, help us when we take our stand. Heal our land, help us love, keep our thoughts on things above, and heal our, heal our, help us when we take our stand. Heal our land. Help us love. Keep our thoughts on things above. Heal our land. And that doesn't rhyme with love and above, but okay, let me go to this other section, because I want this other section in there. I just don't know what I'm going to do with it. Some see the pain. Some see the pain. Okay, that's G to C. Some see the pain, some hear the cries. Okay, that's what I want. That was G to C to some hear the pain, some hear the D. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Some see the pain, some hear the cries. Some see the pain, some hear the cries. Open their ears, open their eyes. D. Help us be brave and strong. G, strong. And wise. D. Okay, so I'm going to stop this because I'm going to work on this, because that's my good start, and I'm going to tweak it. And I've been working on this song. What time is it now? I've been working on this for 20 minutes exactly. It just started coming to me 20 minutes ago, and I'm going to show this to Delara. This is how my songs come to me, except when she's been in the car with me and stuff comes to me. She's seen how it goes, but I've never when she's seen me do it, I was like making up new words to old songs. But so this is so I just wanted to say this is how, when I'm inspired, and it's really hard. I can't. I don't think I could ever be a commercial songwriter, because I don't know how to, I mean, that would be a pretty cool thing to do. And I know people who have done that. Dwight Lyles helped write. What's her name? Jenny. Can't remember. But it's one of the songs. This is the song I sang so much back in my first custody. Back in about. I mean, my life, absolutely. I mean, that year when I was in the mental hospital twice in 6 months, and just thought I wanted to die, and my life was meaningless, and I see now that that at that point, even though my ex-husband wasn't trying to 100% cut me out of my kid's life like has been done with my youngest daughter here 15 or so years later, that what I went through back in 2000 or so prepared me for this, and it helped me get right with God and see that I had made an idol out of my children, and I just need to work on my attitude. And I did have trouble when I got pregnant with Delara. I was really mad at God because I was blaming God, and I was like, well, God, what are you thinking? There's no worse people in the world to send a child to this other than me and my daughter. And there's so many people who are married and stable and love each other and are going to spend the rest of their lives together who would love to have a child and would be excellent parents to a child. And they're crying out to you every single month to let them have a child. Why did you send this child to me and this man who, and even though I do love him and I do respect him and I do think he's got a lot of good qualities, neither one of us needed to have this baby, as far as I could tell. I mean, I thought it was the worst thing in the world when I got pregnant with Delara, and I thought God was crazy. I was like, and that's literally what I said. I was like, God, what are you thinking? How in the world could you do this to me? I'm already have a hard time. Yeah, I've run off the rails, but how can you not only do this to me and my family, but how can you do this to this child? How can you bring a child into this situation where I'm having so many problems, financial problems, health problems, emotional problems, and because my ex-husband decided to get remarried, and that's what did it for me. I mean, that's what pushed me over the edge. I already didn't have my idea of what marriage and family for me would be in my life. So my life was so much already not like it I wanted it to be, and then when my ex-husband got remarried, it was just I couldn't handle it. Because I thought that as long as I don't believe in divorce, and I know other than adultery and severe abuse, you can't. I don't think God requires you to stay in a situation where you're putting your life in danger, and where you're putting your children's lives in danger. So and I do think the Bible allows for separation, but my personal understanding of what the Bible says about divorce and remarriage is He wants you to have one spouse at a time. You can remarry if your spouse dies, and if you have to you should stay together. But if you have to separate, then you're to remain single or be reconciled to your spouse. That's the way I that's my understanding. And I don't even know why I went off on that, but because I didn't want to be single the rest of my life, and I couldn't. As long as my ex-husband didn't have a new wife, I could still, our family unit was pretty much intact. Even though we weren't living in the same house. We hadn't lived in the same house. We'd been divorced for years. I wasn't emotionally divorced. And I felt like we got along better, not being in the same roof. And the kids were doing so well. And I didn't want my kids to have a step family. And so I had a lot of things I had to deal with, and I wasn't prepared to deal with them. And I got pregnant, and God had a plan for this child, and I think I really do think that I ran off the rails. I just did. I couldn't handle anything, and it might be that Dolores saved my life. It could be, because I don't know how bad things could have gotten for me. But she kind of refocused me when I got pregnant, and I kind of adjusted. Okay, what are we going to do? Am I going to keep the baby? Abortion wasn't ever an option, but adoption. I was thinking about adoption, open adoption, but it's just life. Life is just crazy. But I'm going back. This is the way I talk, and it doesn't mean I'm crazy. It means I've got. I do have some brain issues. But so going back to where I started talking about this was the song Jenny. Her name was Jenny. She's blind. She's I think she went to Belmont. But the song I sang so much is what is it? The pathway is broken and the signs are unclear, and I don't know the reason why you've brought me here. But just because I love you the way that I do, I'll walk through the fire if you want me to. I'll go ahead and sing some more of it. Well, no, I won't. I'll find the link and because I can't remember. But it's a good song, and I think my friend Dwight Lyles helped write that one. But he wrote some songs that people have probably heard. Well, I know they have, but I think that's one of the ones he worked on. And that song was so meaningful to me, and that's why I'm going to find it and share the link. And I listened over and over and over, and I sang it to my kids. And but anyway, I'm going to stop this thing. I'm gonna while this is uploading, I'm gonna keep finishing my song, and I really think it's going to be good, and I think it'll mean something to me and other people. So I'll share it when I'm done. And I'm sorry, I look a mess. I just dragged myself over here this morning. I hadn't had a shower. I feel bad, but I have to write this song because it's in the process here.